Hey, it's Toye Johnson-Vincent here, your no sugarcoating coach. By the way, my website is www.tjvempowersyou.com. Again, tjvempowersyou.com. Well, I said at the beginning, I was very excited, waiting for that September 9, 2019 to launch a series of videos via YouTube. There's something that you can come once a week, all the way up to and including the month of December 2019 for career development topics. And by the way, because I am a certified life skills coach, what I plan on doing is bringing a few sprinkled in topics as well regarding your life skills journey. So how awesome is that? Well, let's just get right to it, why don't we? This is, again, the first of many videos to come on a weekly basis, and feel free to go on to YouTube and just type in the search Toye Career Corner, Toye Career Corner, and I'll pop right up. And again, you can type in my entire name and see other videos that have been out there for a while as well. So, yeah, which is, again, Toye Johnson-Vincent. All right, so we had that introduction going on. First, I just want to thank you and any of my supporters out there through all of my social media outlets. I really appreciate you. We have to understand that we need to support one another. So again, as we venture into things as well as you would regarding your career or your life journey, the best thing to have are people who actually support you and what you're doing. So that comes to the very reason why we're here today. Let me tell you something that you may or may not already know. The first topic right out of the gate is about confidence. Can you tell? I'm always trying to exuberate that confidence, because if you don't have confidence in whatever you're trying to do in your career and or your life journey, you're going to find yourself being stuck in a rut. I mean, I can't say it any simpler than that. So back up a bit. The C word, confidence, is today what I will talk about. All right. What is confidence? Well, you can't actually see it. Some people say that, but I believe as soon as someone walks into the room, you can almost tell that they have a lot of confidence, meaning they're really sure about their purpose, what they're here to do, to conduct business or a job interview, whatever it is. They look like they feel great, at least in that moment. And by the way, there are going to be days where you're going on an interview, it's already been scheduled, and then you're feeling down about something may have gone on in your life, right? But you still have that interview, because the main thing is to land the interview and then, of course, to get the job, right? Okay, so how do you build your confidence, you say? Well, this is how we do it. First of all, it starts in the mindset. Everything that you do starts in the mindset. It has to come from here, and then it just sort of transcends into everything else. When you get up in the morning, you know that that interview is coming. That interview was scheduled for 9 a.m. Well, if you were up half of the night, you're probably not going to be at your best. So it's really important to get that confidence going the night before. And basically just start saying to yourself, I can do this. I will do this. I will be successful. I will nail that interview. That's what I'm talking about when we're referring to confidence. You just walk in knowing you got that job. You know, when you come out of the interview and a lot of people, your family or friends, and they'll say, how did you do on that interview? Or how do you think you did? And you're struggling to say, I'm not sure. Well, I believe I answered most of the questions. I think I gave them the content they were looking for. I believe I was detailed. Well, back up a bit. The big B, as in believe, is part of confidence. If you believe that you will do well and that you did well, you probably did. And by the way, don't judge it by just not landing that particular job, because again, there's competition. But again, when you're confident, you can feel it. It's the sound of your voice. I hope it's coming out right now, right here through this video. Because again, I just happen to be an extroverted person, but there are going to be some days where you wouldn't know which one I'm going to You're introvert, extrovert, depending on the life situation. So again, confidence is really the key. But the B word is exactly just as important. B as in believe. Believe in you. Believe in yourself. Believe you can ace that interview and go above and beyond that first level interview, right? All right. Now, of course, my background being in HR, talent acquisition, I've interviewed several hundreds, probably thousands at least, over a number of years. I was in HR for a good 2 decades, right? That's about 20 years. So whether it was contract recruiting or corporate recruiting and a little bit of staffing under my belt, I really do understand what happens in those interviews. So we talked about how to build it. That really starts with believe. Now, secondly, before we just wrap things up, right? I got one more point to make. Second of all, when you think about confidence, stop worrying and thinking about whoever else is around you and how they act or how they behave. And if you believe that that's what confidence is all about. Confidence is actually individual. And it's how, again, when you walk into a room, what is it about your personality that you believe that job interview or that business meeting, someone there will actually notice. They'll notice your attitude. Just go ahead. Attitude, confidence, attitude. Either way, they're almost equivalent. I mean, you just can't have one without the other. So get in there, get to that interview on time, prep yourself, know the history of the company or the business meeting that you are about to face. The most important thing about confidence is doing your research. If you haven't done your research, then how do you expect to be successful at that interview or that business meeting? Basically, you'll be spinning your wheels because you didn't do any homework the night before or even a week before. If you're setting up an interview and you have that confidence level, right? That level should be really high, especially a couple of days before. Start thinking about the company. Start talking about the company. Looking at the company online. Do your homework. Do your search. Find out from former colleagues, perhaps someone worked there in the past. And really, just ask them, what did they think about working at the company? Tell you some of those company secrets, right? All right. So last about confidence is, something? It's already in you. You just have to get it out. It's already in you. You just have to get it out. Confidence may take time. For some of us, we may feel that we're not good enough. And I'm here to tell you, as your no sugarcoating coach, right? Toye Johnson-Vincent, no sugarcoating coach. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm here to tell you that you have to believe in yourself. You have to understand what is your mission, what is your actual goal. If you don't have a goal, then all of the confidence in the world really won't matter. I mean, I have to be real with you, 100%. So think about it as you have your goals in line, you've written them down. You'll find in all of my videos, for the most part, I will tell you, you want to be successful, write things down, get a goal, not a goal line, because goals can continue in life. You don't have to say, my goal stops here. No, just as your journey doesn't stop here. But again, just getting back to that interview or that business meeting that's coming up early morning, you want to pay attention to detail. How are you feeling the night before? How are you feeling a couple of days before? Have you done your research? Yes, because we just talked about that. So I'm assuming that you are going to follow through. Remember, all of the action you can take means absolutely nothing if you don't execute or follow up, right? So here we are. You're armed with your confidence. You're going to go in. You're going to land the interview. And of course, I am rooting that you will successfully get that job. How about that? And by the way, for business meetings, even if it's an introduction meeting, take it seriously. Bring your confidence. Don't go in there lag behind thinking about, well, perhaps they won't want my product. It's something of your entrepreneurship you believe is lacking. Believe me, if we all thought like that, none of us would even take the risk to do anything better than what we're currently doing. For me, I like to rise above. For you, I'd like to see you rise even higher.